September 1st, 1939. Germany successfully invades Poland, prompting England and France to declare war on Germany 2 days later. The annexing of Poland, comprised of tanks, warplanes, and warships, marks the beginning of World War II as we know it in the West. May 10th, 1940. Germany invades at dawn, deploying all of its forces against France, Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands. But France has the Maginot Line, a line of fortifications standing against the borders of Switzerland, Germany, and Luxembourg, designed to deter a German invasion such as this.
The Maginot Line, named after the French Minister of Defense after the First World War, was a concept not without its strategically thinking detractors. The French suffered badly during the war to end all wars and endeavored not to repeat such a calamity. They built a defensive line along France's borders with Germany and Italy. Their plan to invest so much time, money, and manpower into an impenetrable defensive line, instead of modernizing their depleted army and air force with new weapons and armor, was central to the debate at the time. Maginot won the argument. Built between 1930 and 1940, the line consisted of miles of underground tunnels linking fortified emplacements and pillboxes, artillery and anti-tank emplacements, communication centers, and machine gun bunkers.
On the 27th of May 1940, a message was sent to Lord Gort, the general commanding the British Expeditionary Force trapped by German armour on the beaches round Dunkirk, to evacuate the maximum force possible. So began Operation Dynamo, the British Army's greatest disaster and greatest deliverance.
Nearly 3 hours after they're being attacked, Belgium permits the British and French to enter the country. Within the day, most of the Dutch Air Force is destroyed, and Luxembourg is conquered. Meanwhile, a flaw in the Maginot Line is exploited. Because the French believe that the Ardennes Forest is impenetrable, the area is only lightly fortified. Germany's Army Group A, made up of 41,000 vehicles, including panzers, armored cars, self-propelled guns, and more, pass through Luxembourg and into the forest. Germany crosses the Meuse River and by May 15th captures Sedan and heads west, flanking the entire Allied army.
On the 27th of May 1940, a message was sent to Lord Gort, the general commanding the British Expeditionary Force trapped by German armour on the beaches round Dunkirk, to evacuate the maximum force possible. So began Operation Dynamo, the British Army's greatest disaster and greatest deliverance. The retreat from Dunkirk succeeded beyond all expectations. While the troops struggled to reach the rescue ships, the full weight of the Air Force was thrown in to attack the German bombers pounding the beaches. Royal Navy destroyers brought off most of the men, but they were backed up by boats of every kind. Pleasure craft, river ferries, fishing smacks, you name it, it was there. Fortunately, the sea was calm, and for 6 days the fleet, nearly 900 little ships as they were called, sailed back and forward across the Channel until they'd saved a total of 338,000 men, 140,000 of them French troops. It was an astonishing military feat. The British Expeditionary Force was saved. Its equipment was lost, left behind in the scramble to get aboard the ships.